another piece that comes into micro roasting is being really thoughtful about where you source your beans from. That's a fun process that Ken really owns as our master roaster, because for him, it's about knowing the people that you're getting the beans from, building those relationships. And because he's been doing this for 25 years, he has these long-lasting relationships, which has, quite frankly, made it a little bit easier for us to source the right beans. So he has been to the farms, he's met with the farm owners, and then we really do source from around the world. In fact, there's one roast that we have called Smooth Seas, it has an Indian monsoon roast that we call it. And the beans, actually, because of the monsoon winds, it actually treats the beans a little bit differently than other beans are grown. And because that monsoon wind is coming through, it actually makes the bean the least acidic of any bean that we have. Wow. And it creates this very mild, smooth, it's one of our lighter roasts, and people love it. And that came because Ken was able to talk to the farmers to understand what is different about these beans. And, it's funny. I always say, like, a monsoon, you don't think of it as being, we call it smooth seas. You think of it being very rocky, but the winds and what it's pulling through the air really treat that bean differently. And you can taste that difference. It's pretty amazing. So we are very clear on the sourcing. We are trying to work with small farms that allow us to hopefully be more ethical in our purchasing, as well as giving us unique capabilities to source different types of beans. And the other part to micro roasting that I should note is one of the things we are always proud of is how quickly you get the coffee from the time that it's roasted. Because we're doing smaller batches, we really do focus on getting the coffee to you within days of the roasting process. So it's the ultimate freshness. Whereas if you're buying things off the shelf, likely they have sat for 3, 6, maybe even longer months. When you try a micro roast and a really fresh coffee versus one that's been on the shelf, you can taste the difference. You can smell the difference. It's really a different experience.